Okay, in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to restore WordPress core files manually. This might happen if your site's been hacked and you just need to make sure that everything is correct and not modified from its original version, or maybe just your files have been corrupted somehow and you just want to restore them and make sure they're good to go. I'm going to show you how to do that. So first thing, we're going to go to wordpress.org/download, or you can just Google download WordPress, you'll get it here. You're going to click that. It will download it. I already have it downloaded here. So this is just the local WordPress install. If you go in here, you'll notice there is a file, folder within here called WordPress. Kind of annoying that they do this. It makes it really complicated because almost no one installs WordPress that way. So what we're going to do, I would just extract this whole thing. You could do extract all. I use 7-zip. And that's good enough for me. I'm going to do extract here. 7-zip is much faster than whatever is built into Windows. Okay, so now it's all extracted. We have it in here. These are the files we're actually going to want to upload. Now, one thing is I generally don't restore WP content because if you look in here, it's really just like the hello. It's two pointless plugins. Hello Dolly, that's what that's called. And Kismet. You don't need those. You don't need to install random themes either. So what I do, select everything except for WP content, and now we just need to zip this up. This will vary depending on your operating system. For me, I use 7-zip, and I'll just do add to, we can just do that, WordPress.zip. So this is going to be the upload we want to add to our site. So I'm just going to save that path here. Okay, so I've got the file manager loaded up for a website here. And this is basically just a stock WordPress installation. We're going to want to delete all the old files so that we can just restore them. You don't necessarily need to do this, but it makes sure that there aren't like extra ones that aren't needed at all. One thing to note, please run a backup before you do any of this, especially if you're not 100% sure what you're doing. I always have backups on hand. That's true all the time, but especially now. Before you delete anything, make sure you have a full site backup of both all of your files and your database. Okay, I'm not responsible for anything that's lost. So what I usually do is I will select everything here. I suppose I should hold shift here. Okay. Now, what I don't want to delete, we don't want to delete any content. That's everything in WP content. And generally, you're not going to want to delete your htaccess file, robots.txt, or WP config. Those are custom to your site. You don't want to delete them. You might also have other custom files in here. So if you're not totally sure, you're probably better off not deleting anything and just uploading the new file, the new zip file, and exporting it into here. All right, so what we're going to do, I'm going to delete these. We'll go ahead and do this. I find it's much faster to do this in a cPanel file manager because it'll delete way faster. You could use FTP if that's all you have, but it's going to take a long time. All right, so now we're going to go ahead and upload our file here. I'm just going to drag it on there. I've got another screen. Okay, so that'll upload onto our folder here. Now let's go back. I'm just going to need to reload here. I'm going to just give it a sec, so I'm going to pause real quick. Okay, so that finished uploading. Now we're just going to extract it right in here. Just right in the same folder there. Okay. As you can see, all the files should be back. One thing to note is that if you downloaded the newest version of WordPress, that's what we just exported here. So in some cases, it might actually update your site. If your WordPress was out of date, this new one isn't. So when you go to log in, it might make some changes. That's part of also why you want to do a backup, just in case anything goes wrong with that update as well. It is possible to download older versions of WordPress, so you could find the exact one that you're already using and re-upload that, although generally I'd recommend always having the most up-to-date version. But yeah, that's all there really is to it. You can go ahead and delete your zip file once you're done. But yeah, it's not too hard. We find ourselves having to do this occasionally. One other thing to note is that within WordPress, if you still have access to actual WordPress, you can kind of do the same thing just by going to the dashboard, going to updates, and then just selecting reinstall WordPress, and it will reinstall most of those files for you. So that can help too, but sometimes it's better to just kind of manually make sure everything is cleared out. Yeah, let me know if you have any questions about that.